Hello there and welcome to Clash of Champions 2020, episode 25 of my Rebranding WWE save. And we kick things off with an impromptu pre-show match as Undisputed Era's Adam Cole and Ace Austin take on Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne. So a pretty quick match, just over 10 minutes. It's a showcase for the Undisputed Era because these are the two who aren't going to be in the cage later tonight. And Austin pins Vink with aces high. If you look, there's 50,000 people who fit in the Lakeland Arena here for Clash of Champions. I don't know about you, I think we're starting to get somewhere with this popularity increases. But if you enjoy this episode, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe. This is a pay-per-view, so I don't know, let's try and get 4 likes on this video. 4 likes, that's all I'm asking for, because this is a pay-per-view. Gets 77 rating though for the pre-show. And we go on to the main card first, with the GM and the commentators welcoming you to Clash of Champions, the first Raw exclusive pay-per-view since Elimination Chamber 2018. Which, if you remember, was special for having a 7-man Elimination Chamber. Today, we have a 9-man cage match. And the 3 guys were good. Jeff Jarrett was poor with dialogue, but they all have good public support. And there's no McGuinness on commentary anymore. This is the first show where it's just Morrow and Wade. And we kick things off with a poor match, which should have been better, but because of the way it was set up as the feud, it wasn't going to happen because the match was a poor choice for the audience, which I hate because I need to have ladder matches in this company. Ladder matches are a key thing in this company, and the fact that I'm just not allowed to have them is annoying. But in a triple threat tag team match, the New Element defeat Andrade and Angel Garza and MVP and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Business when Black Death retrieves the item to make their first defense of their Raw Tag Team titles. Of course, they have excellent chemistry together, and look, don't look at those ratings. That does not deserve a 61 rating, but I deliberately put it as the opener because I knew it wouldn't go well. We again get a tag team match straight away as the Street Profits take on the Dangerous Alliance. The first time that Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns have teamed together. Obviously it's on pay-per-view because Brock Lesnar doesn't work TV, but it's a good match. Street Profits do have a few moments where they look like they could win this, but in the end, the Dangerous Alliance is just too much for them. Roman Reigns spears Dawkins for the pinfall after just over 13.5 minutes. That's a good match. It's an 82 rating though, and if you look at those ratings, there's a lot of potential with these guys. We then get the New Element backstage with an interview with Charlie Caruso, and they are attacked by the Alliance, the Dangerous Alliance. Just attacks them and starts beating them up down backstage. It's quite a simple segment. It was quite it puts the Dangerous Alliance in the viewpoint of the New Element. I'm not saying that this is going to be the next feud. I am saying that it will be something which is played off of later down the line. Because obviously, the Dangerous Alliance are not going to be performing on every single pay-per-view. That just doesn't suit their characters. This is how it's going to work though. This is how one of the future feuds we are going to have though. It's a 92 rated. We then get Shayna Baszler chatting to Jeff Jarrett. And they're talking about how, well, Shayna Baszler's going on about how, hey, Natalya tried to steal on Asuka on Monday, but if it wasn't for me, she would have tried to attack her with a chair on Monday in a pure situation. I know this is a no DQ match, but let me out there. Let me go out there as the referee. Let me hold them together. I can keep this match in place. And Jeff Jarrett's hesitant, but he agrees, which we go straight into, I believe, that match next. We do. And in an exceptional match, Natalya defeats Asuka in a no DQ match in 8:55 with a sharpshooter, which Shayna Baszler called despite there being no tapping. It is quite simply put, it's the Montreal Screwjob, but the Heart's the one doing the screwing. A 78 rated match, 91 rating for Asuka, 82 rating for Natalya. Pretty good way to not end this feud, but move it into a next step. We then get Ciampa having an interview with Charlie Caruso backstage. And he's saying that he is ready to take on Randy Orton tonight. He left Randy laying on Monday, and he will leave Randy laying again tonight. And he is going to walk out as the new WWE Champion. Gets a 100 rating, because Ciampa is a phenomenal promo. We all know this. We're going to get the final part of the best of 5 series, Father vs. Son, as Dominic Mysterio defeats Rey Mysterio in 11:43 with a 619 and the Frog Splash to win the best of 5 series 3-2. Good match, 79 rating. It's one of their weaker matches, but still a good match. And after the match, they hug in the middle of the ring. Dominic helps Rey to his feet. You can see tears in Rey's eyes. And they just hug there. They have gone through a best of 5 series. They fought each other 5 times in a single month. And because I made it a series, it made sense for them to do that, rather than just having rematch after rematch. I said to the audience, there's going to be 5 matches between these guys in a month. I hope you enjoy them, because they're going to be good matches. And they were good matches, and Dominic won out. He beat his own father. Then we're going to the United States title match, as Ricochet defeats Samoa Joe in 13:37 with a diving double knee drop from the top rope Meteora pretty much. And he makes defense number 3 of his United States title. These two have worked together really well in real life. I'm pretty sure they'll work together well. And they did work together well in the game. An 86 rating, 88 for both guys. This is going to be, Samoa Joe has lost here, but this is going to be his elevation up into the upper mid-card and main event scene. Now the title match straight after that, as it's the Cruiserweights. Cedric Alexander defeats Mustafa Ali with an overtime, and Alexander makes his first defense of his Cruiserweight title, which is his second reign as Cruiserweight title. Ali has never had a reign as Cruiserweight champion, which honestly shocks me. He's never held a title, if you don't count the 24/7 title. But yeah, that's honestly quite shocking in my opinion. But he's not won it here though. Cedric Alexander defeats Mustafa Ali with the overtime, or the lumbar check as it's now called. 77 rating for Alexander, 74 for Ali, 78 rating overall. We then get another interview backstage as Rey and Dominic go speaking to Charlie, and they have agreed that they're going to go back to being a tag team in the tag team scene, because our tag team division on Raw is stacked right now. Let's be honest here. We've got the New Element, we have Andrade and Angel Garza, we have the Mysterios, we have Buddy Murphy and Austin Theory, we have Red Dragon, we have the Street Profits, we have the Authors of Pain returning soon, we have the Dangerous Alliance, we have the Hurt Business. That is, if we want to go lower down the card, we've got the Grizzled Young Veterans with McGuinness, we have Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne. That's 11 tag teams on Raw, which all of whom are good. this is an incredible tag team scene, and I do think some of them probably might need to go over to SmackDown, but we've already done the draft and none of them left. Oof. It's 94 rating though. Then get a hype for the Faction Warfare video. Oh yeah, Big Show and Kane. That's another tag team we have. Hype for the Faction Warfare gets a 77 rating. And the match itself gets a 76. I mean, was it what I was hoping for? Not really. With the storyline behind this match, I'd hoped it would get a bit bigger, but then when you actually realise most of the people in this match I wouldn't call main eventers. I'll be honest, maybe Rollins is the only person in this match that I would genuinely call in 2020 a main eventer. The rest, upper mid card. So now I think about it, I'm not actually surprised that it didn't get a ridiculous high rating. Maybe I should have put Adam Cole in this match instead of one of the Undisputed Era. But to be fair, I wanted something a bit different. That's why I put Adam Cole teaming with Ace Austin, because I could easily put that as Red Dragon on the pre-show, but I didn't. Because I wanted Red Dragon to get this showcase match. And same with Murphy and Austin Theory. I wanted them to get this showcase match. Which I'm honestly quite glad that I did. It was a good match. And I think the entire Faction Warfare storyline was one of the best 1 month storylines I've done. We're going to get a TV title match. And Otis defeats Bobby Lashley with a World's Strongest Slam to win the television title. Of course, for the TV title, he is entitled to a rematch. All he has to do is give 1 week's notice of when he wants that rematch, because the rest of the time it will be open challenges. It's an 82 rating, pretty darn good. And they have a celebration after the match. Otis, Tucker and Mandy, they all celebrate with Otis with the new television champion. 100 rating for that segment. Then cut backstage to Tommaso Ciampa's locker room, and from NXT we get a bit of a cameo here as Johnny Gargano walks into Tommaso Ciampa's locker room. And he pretty much just goes, I know we've had our issues in the past, but you were the best man at my wedding. And I have to admit, I've got to wish you luck tonight. Good luck against Orton. I wish you the best. I'll be out if you want. I'll even be out there in your corner. And you can see that Ciampa's hesitant, but in the end he agrees, and Johnny Gargano will be in Tommaso Ciampa's corner for the main event. The semi-main event is the women's title, as Bianca Belair defeats the Iconics when she pins Peyton Royce with a kiss of death to make the second defense of her Raw Women's title. And the Iconics, straight after the match, start crying because they realise that means they're being split up. And it's confirmed when Jeff Jarrett comes onto the ramp, that's what it's called, English, forgot it for a second, and announces that the trade has been confirmed. He already knew who he was getting in return. So the trade is Peyton Royce has been traded for SmackDown in return for Baron Corbin. Not King Corbin, Baron. It's an 87 rating as a reveal. Baron Corbin is now on Raw. Peyton Royce is now on SmackDown. And in the main event, it gets an 84. It wasn't the best match on the card. It was bloody good though. In an exceptional match, Tommaso Ciampa defeats Randy Orton in 13-13 with a roll-up to win the WWE Championship with Gargano at ringside. Tommaso Ciampa is your new WWE Champion. I'll be honest, in the last episode of Raw, I wasn't planning this. I was not planning for Ciampa to win. I had plans for Orton to hold the belt until past WrestleMania. That was my plan. However, things had to change because Orton failed a wellness violation, which I managed to get him. So after this show, Orton will be suspended for 30 days, which meant I had to give the title to Tommaso Ciampa. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good idea. I think it's going to be good. Tommaso Ciampa is the new WWE Champion. Pay-per-views have never been great for us with ratings, but let's see how we got. We got an 89. That's the type of thing we wanted. Okay? And in the end, 50,000 people saw Tommaso Ciampa crowned the new WWE Champion. Saw Otis crowned the new TV Champion. I think they were the only title changes. But I'd say that was a bloody good show. I've been Ben Chapman. If you thought it was a good show, let me know in the comments. Hit that thumbs up button. As I said, pay-per-view, let's try and get 4 likes. And subscribe if you're new around here.